Samuel sat on his couch, eyes fixed on the television screen as the motivator spoke passionately. A life without purpose is useless, the speaker declared, his voice echoing with conviction. Then, with a dramatic pause, he looked straight into the camera and asked, "Ladies and gentlemen, what's your purpose?" The question lingered in Samuel's mind, stirring something deep within him. What was his purpose? Samuel sat alone on a weathered wooden bench, his gaze lost in the endless horizon. The weight of uncertainty pressed heavily on his shoulders, questions of purpose, of meaning, of why he was here at all. His fingers traced absent patterns on his sleeve as his mind wrestled with the silence inside. Then, the soft shuffle of footsteps broke his solitude. An elderly man, his face lined with the wisdom of years, approached with a gentle smile. He carried an air of knowing, as if he had walked this same path of doubt long ago. With a slow, deliberate motion, he sat beside Samuel, eyes twinkling with an understanding that needed no words. "Lost in thought, are you?" the old man murmured. "Perhaps I can help you find what you seek." An elderly man sat beside Samuel, his voice rich with wisdom as he recounted the tale of a man named Kelvin. With each word, he painted vivid images of Kelvin's journey, his struggles, triumphs, and the legacy he left behind. Samuel listened intently, captivated by the story unfolding before him. Kelvin sought divine guidance to discover his purpose, and God revealed that he was meant to be a teacher. However, dissatisfied with this path, he chose to pursue a career in banking instead. As he navigates his new profession, he begins to question whether success and fulfillment truly lie in the path he has chosen, or in the one he was destined for. In his sleek office on the 15th floor of Sterling Heights Bank, the largest financial institution in the city. His desk was clutter-free, save for a few neatly stacked documents and a glowing laptop screen displaying real-time stock market fluctuations. As a senior financial analyst, his job was to predict market trends, manage high-stakes investments, and ensure the bank's wealthiest clients got the best returns. Here's a refined prompt incorporating Kelvin's name and his downfall. Kelvin, a former senior financial analyst, now bankrupt after a decade in banking, sits on the cold sidewalk of a bustling city. His once elegant suit is now ragged and stained, his shoes worn out. A small cardboard sign in front of him reads, "Lost everything. Former banker. Need help." He looks exhausted, with unshaven stubble and hollow eyes filled with regret. Pedestrians in business attire walk past him, ignoring his presence. Towering skyscrapers loom in the background, symbolizing the financial empire he once belonged to but lost. The atmosphere is cold, indifferent, and somber.
Lines of wisdom on his face sits on a worn-out wooden bench, speaking with Samuel, a 30-year-old man who listens intently. The elder's voice is filled with both sorrow and conviction as he shares the tragic story of Kelvin, a man who abandoned God's purpose for his own desires. He explains how Kelvin believed he could carve his own path, chasing success, wealth, and recognition, thinking they would fulfill him. But because his choices were not aligned with God's will, his life became a cycle of disappointments, failures, and loneliness. The elderly man sighs, his gaze distant. "Purpose, my son, is not what we desire, it is what we were created for." When a man walks in his own purpose, ignoring God's, he may gain the world but lose his soul. Kelvin's misery was not in what he lacked but in what he refused to embrace, God's plan for him. He looks into Samuel's eyes with a firm but gentle expression. "Do not chase after shadows, my son. Seek his purpose, not yours, for only in his will is true fulfillment found." Samuel asked the man, "How can I know my purpose?"